Welcome back to Friday Coffee Talks. This is episode 105. I'm your host, Connor Volpe, and we are here talking over coffee on Friday. I'm joined by my little Fally, my big girl. It has been a couple weeks of sickness in our house, hasn't it? Yeah, pretty yucky stuff, huh? What did we have? A couple weeks ago, we had hand, foot, and mouth. We had strep throat. Oh, before that, there was a big stomach bug that most everybody got, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there was strep throat and hand, foot, and mouth last week. And then now there's a stomach bug going around again.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. How are you feeling?
Kind of better, but I'm staying home from school. Savannah's not probably staying home.
Yeah. Yeah, you were throwing up last night, so we're going to keep you home. But weirdly, I'm knocking on all the wood. I haven't gotten any of it. I must have an iron immune system. I'm just the pinnacle of health. Literally can't get any healthier than I am right now. Yeah, I'm grateful to have avoided it all. I don't want to be throwing up or have strep throat or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's what happens when you travel. Where did we go last week, Phil?
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Washington, D.C. We had a great trip. It was really fun, actually. We went and did 4 days in D.C., got the kids on a plane. That was really fun, wasn't it?
But Parker started to throw up.
Parker threw up after the plane. He got a little motion sickness, maybe some of the stomach bug mixed in. I don't know. But he was pretty sick. But what else did we do in D.C.?
See the monuments.
Yeah, which ones?
A White House, Lincoln Memorial, and Jefferson Memorial.
Yeah, and what was the tall one? You guys kept calling it the pencil.
Yeah.
What was it?
A big white pencil.
The Washington Monument. Which one was your favorite?
The person in the big white chair.
The person in the big white chair. That was, when we told them we were going to D.C., that was the thing. The person in the big white chair. The Lincoln Memorial. And what was going on at the Lincoln Memorial when we went? Do you remember?
It was raining.
Well, it was raining, but what else was going on there?
There was like a ball.
A prom. There was kids getting ready for prom and taking all their pictures at the Lincoln Memorial. And I was really bummed. It was cool to see everybody fancy and dressed up nice and taking pictures and all, but they trashed the Lincoln Memorial. It was really a letdown. There was garbage from boutonnieres and corsages everywhere, and ponchos just ripped off and left everywhere. It was like they just used it as their own personal dumpster. It was pretty disappointing. But the Lincoln Memorial was great. It's the first time I've actually been up inside it, and it's way bigger than I remember. And it was really cool. Wasn't it really huge?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what was it called?
What?
Oh, the elevators smelled like pennies.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, the elevators were a little smelly, and we thought it smelled like pennies, which is appropriate for Lincoln, right?
Yes, because he made the pennies.
He didn't make the penny. He's on the penny.
Oh.
And then we went to the Jefferson Memorial. That one has always been my favorite. I just love reading the speeches that they put on there. They're so inspiring. Super, super cool. And then we did some museums, too. What other museums?
But at the Jefferson Memorial, it said, "Please be quiet."
Yeah, it was respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the museums that we did? Do you remember?
Aaron Space Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron is my teacher.
Yes, Miss Aaron is your teacher.
And the Spy Museum and I think that's it.
We did the Natural History Museum as well.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, so we were inspired by Night at the Museum. Kids have watched that over the last few weeks, and so they really wanted to go see natural history. Even though the museum in that movie is in New York, we went to the Smithsonian, obviously, and it was great. That was a really good experience. You didn't need tickets. You could just walk in. It was a beautiful sunny day that day, so we went in and we got to see all the animals, and we got to see the dinosaurs, and we got to see the Hope Diamond. What else was there?
There was real life butterflies.
That's right. There was a butterfly garden. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we went outside and got ice cream and sat in the National Mall and ate our ice cream. That was fun, right?
Yeah, I got a swirl.
Yes, yes, so good. And then the very first thing we did was go to the International Spy Museum. It's kind of off the beaten path. We didn't really have. It's not one of the Smithsonian's. It's not one of the like traditional ones you think of in DC. But if you know Parker, you know he's obsessed with spies. And so that was a really fun one. They gave you these little interactive cards, and you went around in all the exhibits, and you got to do your covert mission, your undercover mission, and it added on every time. So you had to memorize what they were telling you, and it was really cool, right?
Yeah, but Savannah always loves dinosaurs.
Savannah always loved dinosaurs, yep. But the big one and the big thing I want to talk about today is the Air and Space Museum. As you can tell by all the stuff around me, I'm a huge space nerd. I'm an aerospace engineer. That's what I went to school for. Wanted to be an astronaut my whole life. And so going into the Air and Space Museum was just, it's so awe-inspiring to me. It really is. They had half the museum closed down, which I didn't realize, for renovations. So we didn't get to see any of the rockets. We didn't see the lunar lander. They had most of the stuff. You know, honestly, there was only, there were like 3 or 4 exhibits.
There was like the mummies closed and but the planes were not closed. You could like go inside and look at stuff.
Yeah, the big hall with the hanging planes was still there.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. It was really cool. I mean, the stuff that was there was awesome. They had a section on the planets, which was really neat. But they did have the exhibit on the moon landing. So they had the Apollo 11 command module there. They had Neil Armstrong's spacesuit. They had one of the Mercury capsules there. They had some really, really cool stuff. Oh, they had the some of the pieces from Apollo 13 where they saved themselves. They had Gene Kranz's white vest, Ed Harris from the movie, if you remember. It was really, really cool. And that was so inspiring to me. And that's one of the major takeaways that I had is I didn't live through the space race, but being a huge space nerd and getting to experience that through, you know, the history of it was just so cool to me. To look at the command module for Apollo 11, the first thing that landed on the moon, and just to see what a technology like marvel it was. What an incredible achievement and advancement. I mean, to be standing there inches, you know, there's glass separating us, but to be inches from what I would say is probably the greatest technology advancement of all time. It's at least in the top 5, right? As an engineer, as somebody whose brain works like that, who is into that kind of thing, it was incredible. It was awe-inspiring, and I was just left speechless and reverent almost to what I was looking at. The video on how they developed the spacesuits and the different generations of spacesuits throughout the years as they developed. It was just incredible, and it was so cool, and it was great to get to share with you guys and show you a little bit about what I'm super into. What did you think?
It was good.
It was good. Okay. So that's what we're doing around here. We went to DC. We had a really fun trip. One of the other things I want to say, shout out to Wise Guys Pizza in Arlington and Rosslyn. That's where we stayed, a little bit across the river, but it was a really nice area, really nice walkable area. And the pizza that we got right when we got there, we walked to get pizza, right?
Yeah.
How good was it?
Good, but in the morning when Dad and me went to this place,
where did we go?
I don't remember.
What did we get there?
I got a cinnamon roll and some hot chocolate.
It was a coffee shop, naturally.
Yes, but when we went back, it was raining super hard.
Oh, we walked there, and we got some little breakfast and some coffees, and we were sitting and enjoying our time together. And then we looked out the window, and it was pouring down rain. And Mom had to come rescue us with the car.
Yes, but my shoes were wet.
Oh, they're so wet. But yeah, Wise Guy Pizza. We actually went twice while we were there. We walked. It's like pizza by the slice, and it was incredible. Like some of the best pizza I've ever had. Don't miss Wise Guy Pizza in Washington, D.C. It was amazing. Yeah, I think that was about it. It was a great trip. I'm gonna continue trying to avoid the various plagues that are going on around here. Hope y'all have a great week. Enjoy some coffee. Get outside. Have a great weekend. And we'll catch you next week.
And at school on Monday, I'm going to have donuts.
Yeah, because it's almost your birthday.
I'm going to turn 6.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us on Friday Coffee Talks. We'll catch you guys next week.